couple weeks ago, we had 1,000 students in the President's House for ice cream. They're all welcome here. We have the soccer lacrosse fields right here, and up in the window, and one of the windows I have a little red target I put up there, Tess, a brand new student at St. Ben's. She's a lacrosse player. I said, if you come to St. Ben's, I'll challenge you to break my window. So we're waiting for Tess to rip a shot across the field.
I love it. Welcome everyone to Coffee with the President. We are here. I'm here with Dr. Brian Bruess. This is awesome.
Thanks for having us. It's great to have you in town and visit our two campuses.
It's so great. College of St. Benedict, University of St. John. Let's start off with you just describing the distinctiveness of these institutions and how well they work together.
276 years of great tradition of Benedictine, Catholic, liberal arts, residential education, a college for women and a university for men, 6 miles apart. And we're doing something nowhere else in the country is it happening, where we have two independent institutions with shared trustees, a joint president, and an uncommon focus on student learning and student development. Just two amazing places, working to be nimble, adaptive, responsive, and producing incredible outcomes for our students.
Yeah, and I love that. I love to talk about the students. You know, when you describe the student here. You know?
Well, we're so proud of our students. It's amazing to me how these two institutions have created a culture and environment that just brings students together. The way they're engaged, the curiosity they bring, it's just amazing. They're so hopeful too. They're just inspiring what they're committed to and how seriously they take their education and the kind of community they build.
Absolutely. And you're going to all learn about this when you watch the episode because it's awesome. These students are incredible, and just the passion they have for both institutions and how they work both together. It's a really an amazing thing to watch. You know, there's a women's leadership and men's development. I'd love to talk about those programs a little bit. Can you describe what those are and how that's impacting the students and just the community and everywhere?
Those are two of my favorite programs because the IWL, the Institute for Women in Leadership, focuses on giving women opportunities to be reflective thinkers and to think about a global impact in leadership skills. And the JDI, the Johnny Development Institute, is the corollary. That's where at St. John's, our men are invited to think about a healthy masculinity and how they become principal leaders, making a difference in the world. What's neat about these programs is that they're student-led. For students-led, and the great examples of the many programs we have that create a vibrant and exciting experience for our students.
That's great. When you think about the future and what are you most excited about?
Well, it's uncommon what we're doing, and it's exciting to see students so excited about our focus is on student learning and what we can do to create environments where students can flourish, but not for their own sake, but for the betterment of society. And so watching students bring their curiosity and their love of learning and the unbelievable sense of community, these are two places that develop a sense of community that's so deep that students right away call it home. And there's nothing like the Benny Johnny network out there in the world, connected, supporting each other, and really making a difference.
I love it. And you know, I want to get to the audience is probably seeing like, what is this in front of us? This is Brad. We're going to get to this in a second. But before we do that, we were talking a little bit before we started rolling here about some incredible alumni. I'd love you just to talk about them, and let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, our greatest outcome among the many are our alums. And alums like St. Ben's grad Colette Peters, who's the director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And then you have Dennis McDonough, who's the former chief of staff for President Obama and now the director of Veteran Affairs. And then you have four-star General Paul Nagasone, who's the director of national security and cybersecurity for the entire United States. And then right here at home, Corey Berry is a graduate of St. Ben's, and she's the president and CEO of Best Buy. And there's doctors, lawyers, teachers, nurses all across the country that claim the great status of Johnny and Benny for life.
I love that. And well, it's so great to see, the outcomes. And then also, with this episode, just who's the next one, and they're all amazing students that are here, but what's going to come out of, the classes that are going through here right now. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. And we're so excited what we do here and the vibrancy of the experience. We're number 1 and 2 in the state of Minnesota for job placement. And we're just really proud of the impact our graduates have when they go out in the world. And it's a place you just can't help but fall in love with.
Yeah. Well, we've certainly fallen in love with it, and I'll fall in love. By the way, I want to tell the audience, we're here in the president's home. How cool is this? For you to bring us in here. This is, it's morning. The sun's been rising up. It's awesome. But before we wrap this up, not that we're wrapped up here yet. Can we talk about this bread?
Well, these are two
How
loaves.
cool is this?
These are 2 loaves of Benny Johnny bread made right here on our 2 campuses. And it's just one more expression of our hospitality, bringing people into the environment. And you mentioned the President's House. A couple weeks ago, we had 1,000 students in the President's House for ice cream. They're all welcome here. We have the soccer lacrosse fields right here. And up in the window, and one of the windows, I have a little red target I put up there. Tess, a brand new student at St. Ben's. She's a lacrosse player. I said, if you come to St. Ben's, I'll challenge you to break my window. So we're waiting for Tess to rip a shot across the field.
I love it. I love it. Wish y'all could see this, but like there's some fields right in front of the home here. How crazy! You just watch the games.
Got the best seat in the stadium. It's pretty
amazing.
awesome.
Oh my gosh, that is so great. Okay, so this is amazing.
You want some bread?
I definitely want to have some bread. But before we wrap this up, I'd love to. Can we get a welcome? Can we meet?
Yeah. You want to meet George?
Yeah. Well, I just want the audience to see George.
Hey, George.
So,
come here, buddy.
Their dog is amazing, and
George is a therapy dog for students. He's a member of the family, and he's pretty shy right now. George, come here, buddy. George, you want a piece of bread? What's this? Piece of bread? Come on, buddy. Well, I think I'm not his trainer. Here he is.
All right.
There he is.
Let's bring George up here. George, come on up here.
Oh, yeah.
This is George.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, you got a bread.
When I showed up this morning, that's where George welcomed me at the car.
He's
How
the
cool is
welcoming.
that?
Students love him.
I know. I can imagine. I literally said that to everyone. I was like, students meet George right out of the gate.
The most important person or animal in the house is George, and then my wife Carol, and then me. Everybody loves George, right, George?
That's so great. That's so great. Any final thoughts? I mean, obviously, the next generation of students here, parents, counselors. Any final thoughts to wrap this up?
Well, we're so proud of the unbelievably talented faculty and the terribly supportive and engaged and supportive staff. And what we've done here by way of creating a sense of community is just incredible. And we're so proud of our faculty, staff, and our students and what we're producing. Our students are flourishing, and it's just fun to be a part of.
Yeah, well, it's been really fun for us to be here. Your hospitality, it's real. It is, ever since I stepped foot on here, our whole crew's been talking about it all week. It's just, hospitality is real. The students, what an honor it is for them to be going to school here, and what you're doing here is
well, incredible. It's a privilege to be with them, and they're so inspiring. And welcome to St. Ben's, St. John's.
Yeah, cheers, everyone.
Take care.
All right.